Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're playing a little Tiger Woods PGA Tour. We are in year number 2 of our PGA Tour career. And we're playing round 2 of the U.S. Open Championship from Pinehurst Golf Club in North Carolina. We are coming in at number 129 on the leaderboard after shooting a 5-over in round number 1. So round number 2 about to begin. The USGA, the PGA Tour, and Mama's Basement proud to present the second round of the U.S. Open Championship. Again, we are from Pinehurst, North Carolina. As we look at the leaderboard coming into round number 2, Adam Scott is your leader at 8 under, and we are 13 strokes off the pace at 5 over. Hole number 1, 404-yard par 4. And we will get our day started in the early morning hours. One of the first groups out. Off the tee with the drive. And it splits the fairway nicely. Comes to stop in a little narrow neck of the fairway. Our approach, making the flagstick feel a little bit uncomfortable, invading its personal space here for birdie, and we birdie hole number 1 to start our round. We are down to 4 over. We go to hole number 2. 502-yard par 4s. We get the flyover. Kind of a blind landing area for our first shot, which is going awry off to the right and into the trees and the spectators. 300-yard drive, but actually we are fairly lucky with our lie. It's up high on the sand. Second shot with a 6-iron, 200-plus yards out. And this approach is going to bound over the green. And we will have to get up and down here for a par if we can. Here is our chip onto the green, way too much on it. And we might follow up a birdie with a bogey here. 12-foot putt for par. Breaking from right to left and comes to rest right at the lip of the putt, or of the cup. We will put it in for a bogey. We're back to even on the day and +5 on the tournament. Hole number 3 is a par 4 as well. Kind of a shorter par 4, 377 yards off the tee box. Some of the longer drivers on the tour will probably be a little bit of a threat to the green. We are not, however. And here is our approach. And it goes well over the top. As Robert Castro has joined Adam Scott at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under. Our third shot, not a bad one there. Leaves us 6 feet. Slightly downhill for the par. So we go birdie, bogey, and par to start off our day here in round number 2. Hole number 4, 577-yard par 5. With the driver off the tee. Got a kind of an ominous tree off to the left. Second shot from 275 yards out with a fairway wood. And this one's going to just reach the front edge of the green. And we'll have a 59-foot putt here for eagle, breaking pretty sharply from right to left. And we're going to leave it a little bit short. But should be a makeable putt for a possible birdie. Again, sloping from right to left from 8 feet. And we managed to scoot it past the hole. We'll settle for hopefully a par here. So we are through 4 holes here in the second round. Trying to get our rhythm back in this game. If we miss this cut, it would be our 4th missed cut in a row. dating back to, I think the last tournament that we made the cut on was the Zurich Classic in New Orleans. And since then, we've kind of lost our game a little bit. We did make the cut at the Masters. Played all 4 rounds there. Was fun to be on the course on a Sunday. But we've got to find our mojo again. We have lost it here. At the second major of the season. At the U.S. Open Championship. Third shot. On the 5th hole. And not good. Not good at all. As it goes over the flag and off the green. And now we will settle it up there nice and close. But the damage has been done. And we get a bogey on hole number 5. So we're +6 for the tournament. And +1 on this round. Hole number 6, a 219-yard par 3. Off the tee with a hybrid. 3-wood hybrid. And we are looking at the front edge of the green, but it's not going to hold it as it rolls back and off. We thought about maybe putting from here, decided it wasn't the best idea, and our chip is terribly short, leaving us a 13-foot putt for par, and we're going to end up with another bogey. So a bogey on hole number 6 as we head to hole number 7. 429-yard par 4. Kind of a dogleg right. We are better at drawing it than we are at fades. So this hole should possibly work in our favor here as we draw it from a left-handed stance. 300 yards right in the middle of the fairway. Second shot with 52-degree wedge. And our approach game has really hurt us in this tournament. And this one is not terribly close to the hole. 21 feet for birdie. And it is tracking, and it just misses off to the left. And we'll tap in for a par as we move to hole number 8. 490-yard par 4. You get the flyover. This course was built on some sand dunes, it looks like, or right on the beach. 486-yard driver. And it goes 300 yards right down the middle of the fairway. Setting up our approach from 187 yards out. We go with a 6-iron. And it is going to stick. And should leave us with a makeable birdie putt here. We should be able to get it close. And one more roll, it goes down. So a birdie on hole number 8. And now let's see if we can follow it up with anything but a bogey here. First shot from 196 yards out. Going with a 6-iron on this par 3 hole. And it kicks a little bit to the left. We'll have a little chip to get it back onto the green. And hopefully we'll have a par putt here from about 6 or 7 feet. And the par goes down. Par putt goes down. So we're +1 going out as we turn the corner here at Pinehurst. U.S. Open Championship. We are obviously not going to make the cut here. Doesn't mean we can't find some momentum for next week when we play the Travelers Championship from up in Cromwell, Connecticut at River Highlands. So our drive goes 290 yards, middle of the fairway. Second shot with a 3-wood, 322 yards out. And we're going to lay up here. I guess it's not really laying up when you use your biggest club you've got in the bag outside of your driver. Third shot from 62 yards, 60-degree wedge. This one's going to cruise right over the top of the green. And we'll have to chip on our fourth shot. All right, we are looking now at a 21-foot putt for par. Definitely too long of a par putt for our liking. We leave it short just a little bit. We're going to have to tap in for a bogey. And we're going to have to make up for that somehow. So we're +7, still ranked 129th on the U.S. Open Championship leaderboard as we get ready for hole number 11 or 12. What hole are we on? We'll find out. Second shot, 7-iron, 179 yards out. And that one's going to find the green. Leaving us 26 feet for birdie. Here comes the putt. And it will drop. And we go to hole number 12. 451-yard par 4. Off the tee. And that one's going to find the right side of the fairway as well. Our driver hasn't been an issue in this tournament. It has in a couple of tournaments, but this one we've been pretty good with it. It's been our approach shots that have been terrible. This one, however, is going to be in pretty good shape. 17 feet for birdie here on hole number 12, and it races past the hole. It's going to leave us a little bit coming back uphill for a possible par here. And that putt drops. We head to the 13th hole. 1 over on the day, 6 over on the tournament. We're in round 2 of the U.S. Open. Hole number 13 is a short par 4. And we'll go after it from the tee box with a driver and see what we can do. This one's going to land middle of the fairway. So our driver has been going really well in this tournament. It's been this shot that's been our struggle. Second shot, approach. And this one's going to go too far. Third shot from 12 yards out. Just a little chip, a little bump and run. And it is going to be beautifully played. And we get up and down for a par. All right, hole number 14, a par 4, 486 yards. Fairly straight hole, but very well guarded, protected on both sides by sand. And our drive, once again, straight down the middle. And the only danger we might have is if we outdrive the fairway over on that left side, which we don't do. Second shot with a 6-iron. Looking to get some backspin on this one. It's going to come up short anyway. And we will be on the front left edge of the green. So, we're averaging a couple of putts per hole on this round, and that one goes too far. All right, this is a longer putt for par, and we sink it. So a very good par save there. And we go to hole number 15, which is a 213-yard par 3. We're going to go after it with a 5-iron here. Wind blowing slightly from left to right. And this one heading for the flagstick, and it is going to be fairly close. Not a bad shot there. For birdie, sloping from right to left, a little bit downhill. And just short. So we remain at 1 over on the day, 6 over on the tournament, with 3 holes to play to try to get our momentum back for our next tournament, which will be the Travelers Championship. Off the tee on 16. Small little pond that we fly over. And that one is going to go to the right and into the beach. But it's sitting pretty high up, as we will venture with a hybrid. We probably wouldn't have if the lie wasn't so good. But we are trying to draw this one back with the wind, and it goes a little too far to the right into the spectators. And a little chip here. We'll bump it up, run it right up by the flagstick. Hopefully we can get up and down now for another par save. Should be relatively easy. We get it, and we go to hole number 17. So we're starting to play a little bit better. Maybe we'll bode well for the next tournament. Hole 17 is a par 3. And here is the shot off the tee. Not bad position. Will leave us with a 15-foot putt for birdie, breaking from right to left. And we just miss it. Hole number 18 now as we finish up round number 2 of the U.S. Open Championship. Looks to be our 4th missed cut in a row. And we're trending in the wrong direction. But trying to close this tournament out on a positive note. Drive goes down the middle of the fairway once again. 323 yards on that one. It's one of our better drives. With the wind, leaves us a second shot of 135 yards. With the wind at our backs. And we put it pretty close to the pin. It's going to leave us about, 18 feet for the birdie. And we're just going to leave it short. But we've been... our touch is coming back on the greens. We just got to get that approach shot down, and we should be in good shape moving forward, hopefully. So that's going to be it for the second round of the U.S. Open Championship. Going out, we shoot one over. Coming back in, even par at 35. So total, we shoot 71 on the day to follow up a 75 in round number 1. We obviously do not make the cut. And we're trending in the wrong direction. We've dropped a spot in the money leaders from 82 to 83. In the FedEx Cup standings, we've dropped from 83 to 86. And the World Golf Rankings, we have dropped out of the top 50 from 50 to 52. So we've got some work to do to get back in the top 50 and hopefully qualify for the Masters next season. Here it's PGA Tour Year 2 on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.